everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's shake and bake by Ajayi. Jay Ajayi's going to go. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run with a J. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is right through. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Knocked down from the side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An update from Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. We'll bring you updates all year, and the party just getting started here in Week 1 of the NFL season. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 09 for their last playoff win, and I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into his 2nd season. Defense continues to improve, and they drafted Derek Barnett, a defensive end out of Tennessee, who they'll play a D-end, outside linebacker, but mainly DPR, designated pass rusher.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On first down, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again with Ajayi. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One of the tight ends comes in motion. This is Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense. And this is a crew that's hoping to make some noise in the NFC East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97. So they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question. Yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. Able to fling it around. They're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme. But I do know that they want to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman, Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw is Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. After the interception, here's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Crowder now to return. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he motions the wide receiver.
50-50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now running, Jay's gonna go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 37 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Smith throwing again. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
To throw on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Mike Bennett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the back goes into motion. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin the drive with a J. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now it's a Jay. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Smith. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they'll run it on the toss.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, it's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Smith now, operating from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Smith. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Play clock winding down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Elsewhere, 4. They're into the fourth quarter now. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. A win would be their first of the young season. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On second down, here's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. Smith on 1st down. And this one complete to Reed. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First and goal here from the 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And pushing up their lead, the Titans have scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.